Okay, so the trig identities that you need to be able to work with in a problem like this, and we'll talk about some of the later ones in a second, but you have your cosine and your sine. The tangent is the ratio of sine over cosine. Okay, and then all of your reciprocal ratios you need to be aware of as well. So we know that the secant is the reciprocal of the cosine. The cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. And the cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent, which again, instead of writing 1 over tangent, I'm going to just take the reciprocal here, cosine over sine. So being aware of these four trig identities is going to allow you to sort of work through and evaluate some of these values here. Okay, so if you're told, here's your sine and cosine, to evaluate the tangent, what you're going to do is take the tangent is going to be the sine, negative root 2 over 2, over the cosine, square root of 2 over 2, over the cosine, which is negative root 2 over 2. And so when you evaluate those, you get those cancel, 1 over negative 1, which is just a negative 1. Okay, I want you to try these remaining three. See if you can evaluate the secant, the cosecant, and the cotangent at this unnamed angle, but they give you what the sine and cosine are for you to apply the trig identities. When it asks you for exact answers, it's asking you to write the radical and rational form, not to put decimals, so don't use your calculator and enter a decimal. And so when you're looking, the first one, secant, the secant is the reciprocal of cosine. And so if you took 1 over negative root 3 over 2 and take its reciprocal, so you get a negative 2 over root 3. You can rationalize your denominator. Root 3 over 3 times root 3 over 3 gives you negative 2 root 3 all over 3, and that would be your solution. And the next one is even easier. The cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. 1 over sine, we just flip. 1 over 1/2 gives us 2. And then finally, the cotangent for this last one is going to be the reciprocal of tangent. So tangent is sine over cosine. Cotangent is going to be cosine, root 3 over 2, divided by sine, 1/2. We multiply by the reciprocal. The 2's cancel, and you get your answer of root 3.